Haikyuu Season 4, Episode 22. Picking up again with this amazing set. I got 10 fingers. Yeah, there it is. He's glowing. I've said this so many times, but there's something about someone doing something amazingly well that you just see them differently. You forgive everything. And it just shines a light on everyone else. Whoa, coach got his sights set high. Damn, what is with the coaches in this show? Such a beautiful line. And that sign makes so much sense now. Wow, what a beautiful opening. Almost makes you forget that they're the enemy team standing in the way of my dreams. This has come up before in the show, and as I said before, I think Karasuno kind of exemplifies this, where they don't hold anything back. Both short-term and long-term, like their failures don't affect their future performance. In fact, it seems to enhance their future performance. But I've been thinking a lot about this, especially lately, maybe because of Haikyuu. It's becoming more clear to me how certain expectations I have of myself affect the outcome of things that I want. The biggest traceable reason being not making attempts at certain things. Like in the show, I think a lot of that comes from memories, comes from experiences of failure and the pain that brings. But I think something to add to that is that a lot of the most satisfying things, or the biggest goals, they just have a certain rate of failure built in. The more big picture I force myself to think, the easier it gets to take those minor failures in pursuit of a bigger victory. But there's got to be a better expression than "we don't need the memories." I want something more impactful that I can take with me. Episode 22. Pitons? What is this? I don't know what that word is. Pitons. Can you get motivated and learn the lesson after you lose? Later? It's good coaching right there. A+. Oh no, damn it. Catching up. Well, he caught up. No, we don't do that. We don't panic. Good old faithful. Right? I would love like a hand staring montage from this show. Asai is the first I remember for the show covering that idea, not holding back. Guaranteed. Guaranteed point. Damn it! That hurt me deeply in the soul. I feel like Kageyama's gonna... I don't know. Something's coming from Kageyama. The music is so great this episode already. Yeah, but I think Karasuno's greatest gift is that they're streak proof. Big theme emerging this episode. Though it does feel like Inazuki's getting fired up themselves. They look different suddenly. They look like they're having a great time. Yeah, it's frustrating. Yeah, that's crazy that they were able to do it in the other direction too. Speaking of not holding on to yesterday, going for it, and what that guy was saying about their chaos being a potential gift. I don't want to know what that is. I have faith in their ability to pull out of it. Karasuno's used to being the ones who do this. Yeah, this is when they want to put their foot on their necks, and that's what that felt like. Foot on the neck. That's a huge point swing. But yeah, that's not how you want the point, right? I mean, take it, but that's not satisfying. Not what we need emotionally. Oh, it's so cute. Hinata's especially streak proof. Okay, okay, okay. I love how he's just going to Tanaka. Yes, there we go. They're feeling it. Someone get up, someone get up. Whoa! Wait, what? That was some crazy recognition. That's a crazy loophole, and it's just outright devious. He said telepathically to Kageyama. Just can't catch a break. Ooh, I don't know, something about that does not look good. I was lucky. Okay. 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 Whew. Please get it. Please. Oh, damn. I knew there was gonna be something. They're playing. They're just having a great time. They're totally free. Someone, anyone, get up. Someone get up there, please. Oh. Damn, he got there perfectly. Finally, Hinata read it. Everyone's faces. Nice transition to the sun. What is with the writing this episode? What a thing to say. It was beautiful. So much build up for that too. Here's the build up. Hope you're watching. Damn. I feel so proud to have watched this journey. They did that so subtly, you know, planning these little moments where Hinata's getting closer and closer to this moment. I didn't even see it coming. But I actually think it fits. I mean, I think I just said that while Karasuno as a whole is generally streak-proof, meaning they don't really spiral. At least definitely not as much as they could spiral or you would imagine them spiraling. But Hinata strikes me as one of the best of them for that phenomenon. He's just hungry. He just loves touching the ball. Like anything. Any contact with the ball just gives him a shot of endorphins. But now the skill is sort of catching up to that raw energy and raw talent. Also, that was such a beautiful mountain metaphor. Capturing these rare moments and using them as like leverage or using them as standing points. Letting it be a type of consolidation. Just thinking about the abuse Hinata's taken and how he didn't let that stop him. But also how he incorporated the failure into something positive. And then also just visually, the fact that in the mountain analogy, they managed to transition into the sun, which is Hinata. It's amazing. Everyone always does this to Hinata. Everyone always does it to Hinata. Everything he does has to be luck. That's what I'm saying. Luck is something that happens like once, you know? Hinata always pulls something out, and this was just too perfect. Gonna match his energy. Yeah. Damn. He feels the significance too. Okay. This is such an important. It feels like such an important point. He's there again, risking his whole life. And it just goes for the kill. Give this to him, or don't. Or give it to Tanaka. Whatever. Just get the point. This is turning into such an amazing match. They're both there. Finally, they're both in their optimal point. That was bad luck. It's alright, I feel like, I mean, that sucked, not gonna lie, yet, it feels okay. No, that was a really significant point. Yeah. Really? That's interesting. I mean, maybe that's true, but that's not how I would feel about it. I'm gonna just take a guess and say that's a little bit of projection from the peanut gallery. At least, it's not gonna be true for everyone.
Oh
yeah, points are creeping up there. There's not a lot of time left. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I give him something. Match his energy, please. Yeah, like I said, Hinata's just happy to be on the court at all. That's Hinata in a nutshell. You get hungrier, yep. Yeah, I mean, I have so much faith in them. I have such high hopes for them and so much admiration for their spirit. Thinking about it in more detail, it's not that they're unbreakable. It's not that they don't spiral. It's that they have, like, safeguards. There's a lower line they can't reach collectively because there's always something or someone that can pull them out of it. Their skill is like this corrective feedback loop that it almost feels impossible that they as a team completely lose all fight. I think we've seen a lot of different examples of what that is and who that is. In this episode, it's Hinata. I mean, Hinata maybe is often that spark. This was such a masterful episode from start to finish. I mean, I haven't finished the show and I've only seen each episode once, but just my raw feeling about it is that this is maybe one of the most emblematic, I think, of the themes I love about Haikyuu. And like, if I had to take a rough guess prematurely about what the show is trying to say, this is a fantastic example. It encapsulates just so much of what I feel is like the truth and the significance to be extracted. Maybe at the core is sort of a question of how to reach for the top. The top in the show is a volleyball championship or just volleyball excellence. But one of the reasons why the show is so loved is because it's a universal message. It's not just about the sport. It's about pursuit and achievement and growth. Some key explorations within that are how to form ideals, what to aim for in the first place, how to overcome inevitable obstacles, what truly matters in the pursuit of something, and what are hindrances. To start very simply, you have to be on the court. That's expressed so clearly with the contrast between the players on the court in Haikyuu and all the people who quit, all the people who are on the sidelines, and all the people who lost and are forced to watch. From there, maybe the next step is how to frame it. I mean, I think we've seen a lot of characters resist the temptation or the natural instinct to want it, because once they want it, that sets an ideal of its own where they know there's more they could be doing. We've seen a lot of characters in the show shy away from that by saying it's just a club, right? It's just a volleyball club, only to be hit with the truth of how they feel when they've lost, whether that's the game or just certain points. That rings so true to me because I think one of the biggest obstacles to anything is sour grapes. Like, I never really wanted it in the first place. Once you get past all that and you're on the court, you really want it. You know you want it. You're engaged in the struggle. How do you manage yourself? And I think this episode is that sphere to a large extent. Firstly, it's the idea of you're gonna fail. How you contextualize that failure is super important. First of all, like I said, realizing that some things, especially big things, there's a certain amount of failure just baked in, and you have to connect that with the bigger picture of that failure being a step. As my boss and mentor used to say when I worked in finance, you're gonna fuck up, and that's okay. Connected to that is learning from mistakes. The failures are only a negative thing if there's nothing gained from them. And that doesn't mean every failure has to be a gain. I mean, sometimes it takes 10 of the same failures to produce a gain, but nevertheless, as long as it's building towards something, then I think it's something like being comfortable living on that edge of your ability. Like, if things are really comfortable and easy, there's a very good chance you're not pushing to the extent that you could towards a goal. That forefront, that edge of your ability is painful. It's uncomfortable because just intrinsically you're in deep water. You're living on that failure success line, but that's sort of the perfect zone for growth. This show has demonstrated so convincingly that one of the biggest sources of pain is not the failure itself, actually. It's the losing and realizing you lost because there was something you could have done or could have tried that you didn't do. Giving it your all and losing hurts, but it doesn't hurt as bad as giving it your, like, a half attempt and losing. There's also something about attitude. Like, the best characters in the show, the ideal is a mix of discipline, focus, but also fun, enjoyment, appreciation of the moment. This is an ensemble cast, and they've done such a great job developing all of them, but Hinata is kind of framed as the main character in a sense, and that's no coincidence because I think he exemplifies that. The show started with him just wanting to be on the court, and one of his catchphrases is "one more." I have a feeling that the ending the very ending of the show will be him on the court saying one more. He is the exemplary of not letting mental or emotional obstacles stopping him from doing things that he wants to do or reaching heights he wants to reach. He's the most aerodynamic because of his spirit, his attitude, his mental fortitude in pursuing his dreams, in a cast of people who are great at that. Daichi also comes to mind as someone with just a vision that could not be defeated despite all obstacles. And that is a sun. He's something that shines no matter what, day in and day out. And while both skill and attitude are essential, the attitude is what feels like the rare thing, the gift, because from his attitude, the skill developed. It's just such a great episode. It's one I want to watch again in a string of really amazing episodes recently.